A purse seine is made by fixing a rope to both ends of the net on the shore, loading the remaining rope and the net onto a boat, sailing the boat out to sea, and placing the net parallel to the shore while running the other rope. Rope back to shore, then pull both ropes back to shore. In the past, it was pulled by humans, but now it is pulled by machines. The structure consists of a bag-like net, fishing net, at the top, followed by coarse mesh at both ends, and then a rope. When fishing, the bag-like net is still done by hand, even today when mechanization has advanced. Purse. In the prefecture, fishing is done on the sandy beaches from Fujisawa City to Odawara, and although some people still consider it a traditional fishery, it is now mainly used as a tourist seine. Purse fishing allows you to catch a variety of fish depending on the season, including horse mackerel, sardines, and whitefish. If you go on a fishing trip, you will see many different types of fish, and you can even take home the fish you catch. There are also places where the whitefish is fried on the spot. The seine net is ready when you use a boat to spread the net to places where there are many fish gathering and then drop the line to the shore. This is a traditional fishing method that involves pulling both ends of the line by hand to catch fish. Most of the children participating were trying seine fishing for the first time. The net is finally spread, all you have to do is pull the net together. When fishing normally, you aim for the target fish within a certain range, but with seine fishing, it is interesting to see what you can catch depending on the fish migration that day. The ISO Daibun shore seine net that we used this time is a family that has inherited the traditional fishing method that has been around for 150 years since the Edo period. You might think it is a game of tug of war, using all your strength to pull the rope, but the process is different. Everyone participating continuously pulls the rope from the water's edge to the back of the beach, then down to the water edge, and then pull it up again. Although there was no practice, all the participants worked together to bring the net from the open sea to the shore in an orderly manner. The net also had the ability to resist water, and the children said with a smile on their faces, "The net is too heavy." As we approached, seeing the net containing the fish in the waves, we heard the adults say, "Hold on, just a little more." When you pull the net one or two more times, the black buoy marking it will rise to the water's edge, and as if gradually closing the net, the next marker, the yellow underwater buoy, will rise and the net will rise. Finally, hold the fish, supporting the seam. It is held firmly in the hands of the trawl operators. Now, what kind of fish is in the net? It was an exciting moment. The children were excited to see a fish in the distance. Since there was a possibility that there were fish in the net that were dangerous to touch, we asked the purse seine operator to classify the fish. Fish caught by net. The fish we caught by net were a bucket full of Japanese sardines, meki, young Japanese bassa, itoiki mackerel, sego, young perch, red sea bream, gonzoi and a large amount of whiting, a type of young anchovy.
Kayak beda hitam ya, kayak jaan. Kayak jai, barang muka kayak kak biru nih.
There were probably thousands of them, and these whiting are food for other fish. Catching this whiting, sardine, is proof that the sea is very nutritious. And this can be said to be a real joy of being in contact with nature. In addition, at the end, all the participants participated in a beach cleanup where they picked up trash hidden in the sand on the beach. They said, although it looks clean, there is still a lot of small trash, and if the fish eat the small trash, it will be a big problem. It was impressive to see the children enthusiastically picking up trash while talking to their parents, saying, "I feel sorry for them." This event was organized to help people see the fish living in the wild that they do not usually come into contact with every day, and learn about the importance of protecting the ocean where these fish live and how to care for life. Furniture. By experiencing the richness of nature and the different life forms that live there with their five senses, the children seem to have experienced the wonder, joy, discovery and excitement that can never be experienced in man-made games.
Drop you, beli gali. Ayo. Wow, ayo. Mantap. Wow, ada barang. Wow, kayu. Cepat, gali. Ada efek dari ikan. Digali. Ya, digali. Cepat, gali. Oh, digali. Oh, ada barang.
Bottom trawling is a fishing method that involves dragging a heavy net along the ocean floor and is known to have a significant negative impact on marine life and marine ecosystems. Despite this, more than a quarter of the world's catch still comes from this fishing method. Furthermore, a groundbreaking paper published in the academic journal Frontiers in Marine Science on January 18 found that bottom trawling releases up to 370 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere each year. That's a ton, it said. Bottom trawling not only has a negative impact on marine life, but also on the climate. Seabed sediments are the last long-term store of carbon. According to the paper, between 1996 and 2020, bottom trawling, which disturbs the ocean floor, added at least 0.97 parts per million, ppm, to the atmosphere. If bottom trawling continues as it is now, it will add 0.2 to 0.5 ppm CO2 by 2030.
Udah. Ayo, duluan deka. Ayo. Oh, ada.
That may seem like a small amount compared to the total, but experts say even small reductions can help combat climate change. By the way, the current average annual increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide is about 2.4 ppm, according to the 2023 edition of the Global Carbon Budget Report. Global warming is like a trickle of emissions from many sources, said marine ecologist Enrich Sala, explorer in residence at the National Geographic Society and the paper's last author. It's a small amount compared to the burning of fossil fuels on land, but every source matters. Some people may want to avoid buying bottom-trawled fish to protest this destructive fishing method. But Sarah says that won't make a difference unless things go well. Instead, Sala recommends banning bottom trawling altogether in protected areas. The most sensible thing to do is to ban bottom trawling in marine reserves. Let's start there. There are many types of fishing methods for catching fish and other seafood. Each type has its own characteristics, advantages, and some types also put a burden on the marine environment. Where are they caught, by what fishing method, and what kind of fish? For general consumers of seafood, knowing this is an important step to take advantage of the benefits of the sea while protecting its natural environment. Ippon fishing. This is a fishing method in which you use a needle and line to catch fish from the head of a fishing boat. It is used for red sea bream, yellowtail, horse mackerel, tuna, etc. Compared to net fishing, this is a sustainable fishing method because it causes less damage to the fish and does not require large quantities to be caught at once. Ippon fishing. Line fishing. This is a fishing method developed in Japan that uses fishing gear consisting of a main line, Mikanawa, and a branch line with a hook attached at regular intervals. The length of the branch line can range from hundreds of meters to hundreds of kilometers. In addition to tuna, it is also used to catch salmon, trout, cod, and flounder. By adjusting the size of the fish to be baited, it has the advantage of selectively catching adult fish rather than juvenile fish, but it also allows other wildlife, such as sea turtles and albacore, to eat the bait attached to the branch line. There is also the problem of bycatch, when fish get caught on the hook and die, which requires thorough prevention. Line fishing. Related information. Eliminate bycatch from the world's oceans. Challenges of the Japanese fishing industry. Trawling. Bottom trawling. Bottom trawling is a fishing method in which a bag-shaped net is dropped to the ocean floor and dragged to catch fish, flatfish, flounder, walleye, etc. Shrimp, crabs, and shellfish near the ocean floor. Trawling is typically done by throwing the net into the sea and dragging it around by fishing boats, so the net can damage the seabed environment, catch unwanted organisms, and even damage the seabed ecosystem. Efforts are being made to manage the fishery, such as establishing closed seasons and areas, and improving the nets so that they do not trap non-target organisms. Trawling. Related information. First in Japan, MSC-certified marine eco-label launched. Midwater trawling. There is also trawling, in which a bag-shaped net is lowered into the middle layer of the ocean rather than the ocean floor. An example is midwater trawling. Midwater trawling is a fishing method in which schools of fish are detected by sounders and fish living in the middle depths are caught using a seine net. After the school of fish is herded into the net is hauled onto the boat and caught. Target fish species include small migratory fish such as sardines and billfish on the coast, and walleye, hoki, and krill in the open ocean. Midwater trawling. Fixed net fishing. This is a method of fishing by setting a net along the migration path of fish along the coast. Decide where to place your net by reading the seasonal habits of migratory fish and tidal currents. You can catch coastal seafood such as yellowtail, salmon, sardines, horse mackerel, and squid. Fixed net fishing. Makiyami fishing method. This is a fishing method in which a large net is spread in a circle to quickly enclose the entire school of fish as they swim around. As a group is surrounded by a net, the bottom of the net is compressed to make the enclosure smaller. Target fish that migrate in large schools, such as horse mackerel, and sardines. Purse fishing is a highly efficient method of fishing and allows you to catch large numbers at once. However, this also leads to the problem of overfishing. In recent years, this method has been rapidly expanded as a method of catching tuna and is believed to be contributing to the decline of stocks. Makiyami fishing method. Related information. How to catch tuna. Girdle fishing method. This is a fishing method in which a belt-shaped net is spread along the path of the fish and the fish are caught in the net. It is called a gill net because it looks like it is caught in a net. Float up, attach a weight to the bottom and place the net upright. The gill net has a long history and is the simplest type of net. Target fish include sea bream, flounder, sole and spiny lobster. They can pose a serious threat to marine mammals such as dolphins, diving seabirds such as murres and sea turtles. Girdle fishing method. Drift net fishing. This is a fishing method in which the gill net is left floating on the sea surface without being fixed. Fish that swim into the net get entangled in the net and become entangled in the net. We mainly target migratory fish such as salmon and trout. Drift net fishing. This is a fishing method in which the gill net is floated on the sea surface without being fixed. Fish that swim into the net get caught in the net and get caught in the net. We mainly target migratory fish such as salmon and trout. Drift net fishing. Net fishing method. This is a fishing method that takes advantage of the characteristics of sori to attract light. At night, fishing boats light up the water surface, and schools of fish that have gathered are scooped up with a net. Light up the lamp, fishing lamp, on the right side of the boat to catch fish, and at the same time lower the fishing net to the left side of the boat. When the fish are attracted to the light, turn off the fishing light, turn on the guiding light on the left side of the boat, and then lead the fish into the net. After the fish have moved and stabilized, the net is pulled up and caught. Net fishing method. Squid fishing method. Squid fishing is a method of dropping squid hooks, artificial bait, into the sea using an automatic squid fishing machine, and when the fish is pulled up, the squid will be caught. Taking advantage of the tendency of squid to attract light, when fishing for squid at night, people use fish finders to search for schools of squid. The sea is illuminated by lights. The squid caught on the fishing line will be caught by automatic fishing machines. This continues throughout the night. The squid is classified by size, packed into boxes, stored on the ship and returned to port at dawn. There are times when we operate without light during the day. Squid fishing method.